Well, g'day there folks, here we are again. You might just notice the fact that we got a little bit of rain on the window there. Yeah, I was going to go and do a ride into the mall today just to go and sort of just get out of the house for a couple of hours. I have got to get something while I'm in there, but anyway, cut a long story short, what I wanted to talk about today was something I brought up on Saturday's live stream. It was this thing called Odysee, and probably some more direct points about what that platform is while we have a look around the shops. So stick around. Yeah, I'm just getting some gas in the car, by the way. I'm just waiting for them to fill it up. Anyway, so we'll cut to the mall. See you shortly. It feels like it's been forever since I've been to the mall. Mind you, it's only been a couple of months, but again, this whole lockdown bullshit and distancing is starting to get on everybody's nerves. But anyway, it's good to get out of the house and see that lots of people here are having fun, eating out again. Yeah, so what I wanted to talk about was this whole thing called Odysee. First up, I think the first thing I really want to say, don't get it confused with the game I play, which is Elite Dangerous Odysee. That's Odysee with a Y. So this is Odysee with double E sort of thing. And it's a video sharing platform. I just wanted to sort of get people, you know, in one sense, aware that it exists. One of the things that I really think in my mind is very positive about the platform is the fact that I've had numerous communications with the team that run the system over the last few days, just sort of technical inquiries, and unlike YouTube, the takeaway from that is the fact that they actually answer questions, which gives me a lot of confidence in the fact that they're trying to do something positive for that whole video sharing sort of regime that we live in these days. You know, the whole 15 minutes of fame, you know how it goes. We're all subject to that sort of type of thinking. Anyway, now what I'm here to do today, I got to get myself a new hard drive. I noticed that on Lazada, Banana IT had the 2 terabyte hard drives listed at a price that I thought was right. But rather than order from Lazada, I think I might come and actually pick one up, because you never know how heavy-handed those delivery guys are. So let me get that one sorted out first and we'll continue. Banana IT, there we go. What we got? Oh, life's good. There's some hard drives up here. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, there we have. That's the ones I want, $17.60. That's the sort of price I think I should be paying for 2 terabyte. What colour? I think I might go for blue this time. Yes, dealing with IT stuff, especially those backup hard drives, they are a little bit sensitive to banging around, and the whole idea of having Lazada and drop one off with one of their couriers. Yeah, okay, I think it's worth a run into the mall just to get one. But yeah, anyway, it's all sorted out. So getting back on the subject, there's still something that always fascinates me for this particular mall, with the lovely waterfall feature and the big pond and the big fish down there. I don't think I've ever seen a mall in Australia sort of that's gone to that level. You know, it's just again, it goes both ways. It's quite nice. Anyway, let's take a bit of a voyeuristic look at what the mall looks like today, since we haven't been here for quite some time. I notice that there's always a bunch of new visitors to the channel. They like to sort of see the daily life, what it's like really living in Thailand, and part of living in Thailand is getting out and doing the shopping thing in the malls. And one of the things that people come to Thailand for is the shopping experience. They really know how to sort of do things up, that's for certain. At this stage here, not everything in Thailand is open. what is it? It was Monday, I can't even remember what day it is, 10th or 11th or 12th, 10th I think it might be, 11th. I know 15th we're going to go back into Bang Khae on Friday to get second shots for Chanya and Mum. I'll be going in there. I'll take my details with them as well, because there's a very good chance that they'll probably inject me as well. Even though my scheduled appointment's the 19th, they might just sort of bend the rules a little bit and shoot me up on the 15th. Then I'm free to roam again. I remember last time I was here, these little stalls were pretty much non-existent or all closed down. At least good to see them all back again anyway. But that being said, the one thing I wanted to talk about with this Odysee thing, let's have a caveat first. I'm not shutting down my YouTube channel. YouTube is still the place that everybody goes to see their videos. But as I keep on, as I made reference on Saturday, and I'll probably constantly make reference to, is the audience on YouTube and what we call the useful idiots. Is that one way to put it? You're part of the program, and you get shoved advertising in your face every 5 minutes, which obviously lines the coffers of people like Google and doesn't give you anything at all. The whole idea of Odysee is that it's a platform for the people where you get paid to watch videos, as opposed to having your eyes raped with all the useless advertising. And if you're like me here in Thailand, 2/3 of the advertising you see, it doesn't make any sense at all, because it's what they call geo-locked into Thailand, so they think you're Thai, so they'll shove Thai ads at you which mean nothing to you at all. But hey, we live in Thailand, don't we? That's what you're going to expect. So with this Odysee thing, of course, there is a referral link you'll find in the description box below. That benefits me and my channel that I've got on there. But all you're going to see there on that channel is exactly the same stuff you see on YouTube. The difference is you see the stuff ad-free. That link there gives me what they call token credits on the LBRY blockchain and the LBRY coin. But again, you're the user. If you properly register with them, with your address and go through the verification process, guess what? Just by joining, you get paid too. Okay, we're only mining talking cents in the dollar, but at least it's better than having your eyeballs in front of advertising that means nothing to you at all. And so therefore, the more videos you watch on that platform, the more of those coins you'll collect. And as I said, if you've had a look at the LBRY coin over the last 12 months, it's doubled in value in 12 months. Okay, it's no comparison to Bitcoin, but it's one of those sort of more of I won't say it's a stable coin, but it's a coin that has a process or a program or a product that it backs. So there's a product beside the coin. Unlike most of these fiat currencies and fiat blockchains, which people buy on speculation, this one actually has a product behind it. So I think it's a pretty valid idea to get involved. I just pop into my little friends here at JIB, check the price, the latest price on the graphics cards. Not that I really want to change yet, but I do know the next 12 months I'll have to think about doing an upgrade. Yeah, so just hold on to your seat. I think it was 5,700, 57,000 baht for the 3080, and the 3080 Ti there was 79,000. Oh my God, I didn't even look at they didn't even have any 3090s on the shelf, but that's not too bad. I mean, the price has come down a little bit, but I said, while there's all this mining activity going on, I don't think I'm going to see a shortening of that price at any time soon. But anyway, let's continue looking around. I said the little Fantasia Village is still closed. That's an amusement park sort of thing, and like a video gaming arena, so they've kept that closed. What have we got downstairs here? Another little food stall thing. they've always got food something or other down here, so that's pretty cool. Now that we've got our bedroom ensemble all sorted out, now we need to start thinking about the kitchen area, which is the next thing we're going to do on the upgrades of the house. More to follow on that in the next few weeks as we find out more information. Let's take a wander through the IT mall here. It still surprises me, of course, even to this day, that people think that Thailand is a third world country. When you come to a mall like this, you're going, yeah, where did they get that idea from? It's quite switched on when you think about it. Of course, you'd think in the days of switched on digital TV and everything else, do DVDs still have any relevance anymore? Yes, I wonder. Anyway, getting back to the whole Odysee thing. Okay, so what we've established so far, yes, it's a video sharing platform. In one sense, I've told their platform that I've got a YouTube platform, and so they have turned around and switched a special magical switch, you might sort of say, and they've copied all my content from the YouTube platform over to their platform, which is one of the things that really struck me as a decent thing to do, because I did have an issue 2 years ago where I reported some bad behaviour on YouTube, and YouTube promptly freaking closed my channel down. Oh, I thought, thanks very much. It took me like 36 hours, to get them to wake the hell up and sort of fix the problem that they created. And of course, even to this day, still no apology for their complete faux pas that they subjected me to, and obviously almost concerned subscribers at the time. But yeah, water under the bridge now. But the thankful thing, or the thing I can be thankful for now, is the fact that my content now sits in 2 locations. So if YouTube decide to do anything nefarious again, be rest assured the fact that my content will still survive. And people still do like to look at the old videos. Okay, rightfully enough, they, for my level of subscription, which is like 8,400 subscribers, I only qualify for them to actually run the process of my last 500 videos. And having 750 videos on your channel means the fact that those other 250 videos won't get replicated until I hit that 10,000 subscriber mark. But that's only a minor inconvenience. It is only my archival videos, which, again, while the YouTube's still there, you can always go and look at the content from that through the playlists and scrolling through the list of materials that I've got on the platform on YouTube. But yeah, don't forget the YouTube thing there. It's a platform that benefits the shareholders of Google, of course, which I am one. But apart from that, most people don't leverage that. Most people don't get a pat on the back for watching the YouTube. They just get subject to the nefarious activities that YouTube perform, and their overzealous scrutiny of what they consider to be good material. If it goes past the boundaries of what they would like to have on their platform, and guess what? It gets either demonetized or taken off. I was watching Gordon Tickle. He sort of sent me a message the other day, a video sort of saying the fact that one of the channels that he had up, which was obviously linked to his main account, got shut down, but in the same boat. Every channel that he had 4 channels, and all the content was removed. He's now pleading with them to rectify the problem, but quite frankly, I think that's going to be a sort of a completely futile effort, knowing how Google perform their functionalities as being the thought police of the world in the YouTube, in the video sharing platform at least anyway. Rest assured that wouldn't have happened with the Odysee platform. If he'd replicated it across to there, he would have got probably a DCMA takedown notice issued from obviously the rights holders, right, which he would have had under standard law, I think 2 weeks to rectify, which means that it'd give him 2 weeks to solve the infringement process. And then once he did that, everything would have been good. No other damage done. But unfortunately, the way YouTube runs, he didn't even get a warning. Not even a warning for one. Like basically, you got something like 30 strikes because there's 30 videos that crossed the line on something. I think it was a content DCMA takedown from the rights holder. Not to say that was a good thing for him to do to start with, but that's the thing. YouTube don't care. That's it. They just took it all down. Every video, not just the stuff that was offending. They shut him down completely. And this is what I mean with the whole YouTube platform. They're untouchable. If you've got a problem with them, there's nobody to talk to. I know the drama I went through to get my channel put back, and I wouldn't wish that drama on anybody, apart from the trolls maybe, but you know how it is. That they are just basically in that position. They're untouchable. They're so big now, right? Their rule is law. And it's not to say that Odysee don't police their platform as well. There are certain limits that they will, deal with, but they deal with it more of a top-end approach. Please rectify, or we will have to take action to rectify it for you. But that's the approach that YouTube should have, but unfortunately they don't. I always love the way Thais are sitting there with their photos and their selfies. We're nowhere near a beach, and it's all good. But anyway, I do want to avoid a long dissertation on the technical merits of blockchain, of which I am only really considering myself a novice at the whole blockchain arena. The takeaway, I think, from this video is the fact that it's free to join the Odysee platform. Yes, you can use my invite link. That benefits you and it benefits me at no cost to anybody, but it gives you a starting point. I'm sure within a few months of me sort of promoting it every so often, it'll get out there in the field. The other YouTubers will start to realise that it's just a simple process of verify who you are, right? Tell them where your channel is, right? Agree to the terms and conditions, and they'll do the rest for you, which gives everybody else in the Thailand genre, and anybody else on YouTube, of course, that same benefit of having your content in 2 locations, and a much better way of dealing with that content. And in my mind, the interface on the website looks pretty good. The application level access, which is there's a desktop application, there's mobile applications, Macintosh applications, Linux applications. They all do exist. At this point of recording this video, the branding on those applications still has it as the LBRY application, which is pronounced library, which is the parent company, you might say. And what do? Well, they're the ones who have the current rights to the software that's running, but take it away from this is the fact that the whole thing is public domain. So all the code that runs it is on GitHub. If you know how to write programs, you could go and write another completely different interface. Again, leveraging that blockchain, that LBRY coin, that LBRY blockchain mechanism, which is really designed from the ground up as being a search engine to catalogue distributed content across the planet, which is outside the big content holders like Amazon and Google and Microsoft. They use a sort of a back-end technology similar to how BitTorrent runs, and there are players out there that allocate certain percentages of their storage. And I think the best way, I think, to describe the technology is a fail-safe, distributed, what do you call it? I'm just trying to think of the word now. It's been 5 years since I've been out of the game. Distributed, yeah, basically, I can't even think of how to say it. Yeah, you've got pieces of video all over the planet, which there's multiple copies of all those pieces, and the actual, the function of the blockchain is to keep track of all that information, make it highly searchable. So the fact that when you request a video and put it up on your screen to play the video, the back end goes through and says, well, there's all the pieces that make that video. We'll put it all back together and stream it to you. How's that? You don't need to worry about the technology. The technology basically works. It seems to work quite well, and from the testing I did, it seems to be quite efficient. There are a few other blockchain video sharing platforms out there, but they use proprietary code. So technically, if they got shut down, all the content gets shut down too. Unlike LBRY, if something nefarious happened, any good programmer still has access to the code, and I'm pretty sure there's probably some good programmers out there writing alternate interfaces to leverage that process or leverage that technology right now. I came across the technology about 18 months ago. I've been slightly watching it in the background. They did the branding to Odysee about 2 months ago, and now it's starting to hit that sort of mainstream technology sort of curve where people are now jumping on. And I've seen some fairly large channels that I follow on there. They're doing the same thing as me. Channels like Veritasium and Minute Physics and a few others like that. You know, it's the technical channels. There's a couple of gaming channels I found out there, which I already follow on YouTube. Guess what? I'll be watching their content on Odysee now. I won't be watching their content on YouTube. Why? Well, because I make credit coins when I watch their video. Makes sense to me. Anyway, folks, I don't want to go too much into the technical details, as I said. You're always free to jump on my Discord channel, and we can certainly give you a bit more of a technical deep dive on the LBRY system, on how it works, how it benefits you, how easy it works. But yeah, I don't work for them. I'm just giving you a link, what they call an invite link, to get involved. It's totally up to you. You can even sort of go there, ignore my invite link, sign up without my invite link. Up to you guys. It really doesn't worry me. But I think more and more people will start to see the benefits of the platform. And yeah, if YouTube were ever taken off the plate, if YouTube went down for any particular reason, you've got to realise that your content still exists, which I think is a bonus idea, and it didn't cost you anything. Anyway, I've been enough wandering around the mall now. I'm a bit out of breath, talking and walking. You know how it goes. I'm completely out of condition. I need to do more of this stuff. Okay, by the end of Friday, I got the second jab. We hope to get back into a bit more of the exploring Bangkok process. Get back to see my guy, my mates in the platform. I don't think I'm on 1A, not 2A. I think I got down the floor. Oh my God. Anyway, I got a bit lost here. So stay cool. Hopefully this information was useful. If it was, give it a like. Share it with your friends. I think the more people that become aware of the Odysee platform, the quicker it will get taken up on as an alternative. And yeah, I think it's a definite move in the right direction. It's time to take the steam out of places like YouTube, and hopefully they won't pull my video down, sort of where I'm sort of telling you about an alternate video sharing platform. But you never know. So the sooner you're plugged in, the better. So peace out, guys. I'll see you later.
I want you to